So today we're at Caka Salt Lake.
Hi everybody! This week we're going to a salt lake.
So it's actually raining today. We thought it was a desert, but it rains. Oh, hence the lake, I guess.
Yeah, it was a bit yucky.
So we had to stop and buy some clothing.
Rachel's got herself a shawl.
Poncho, right?
Poncho thing. Just pick that on. Oh, time to go.
Yeah, so as always, we're on this tour with this tour guide, and he's like, come on everyone, we've got to go. You've got 15 minutes to see this thing that takes 2 hours.
I know how much you like boats. What's the boat hunter story? What's that about?
One day, I saw a boat, and I thought, I want to stand on that boat, and the thrill. So now, every time I see an unattended boat, I see if I can get a little boat hunter strike.
Yeah, you need to stand on your boat shirt.
I'm gonna go stand on the boat.
I even got this t-shirt made. It says,
I'm gonna stand on your boat!
unfortunately, this boat, it was a ticket booth. You couldn't really get on it. It would have, the army were there. In this video, boat hunter strikes a couple of times.
Well, I've got time to run over there while he's dealing with that.
Our day out was pretty quiet because of COVID. Not too many people around, considering this is the mirror of the sky or mirror of China. What exactly was it called?
Yeah, they call it the mirror of the sky, because if you look at the lake, you can see the sky.
But you know, we had bad weather, so we saw a little bit, but
we could see the clouds.
Yeah, you'll see that
times
later.
2.
You'll see that later on.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, it's like the train at Traeger Mills.
I have to say, I really love Traeger Mills.
What's Traeger Mills?
That's a shopping centre with a train.
Oh, okay.
The army are here.
Yeah, I've never been to England. I have no idea what he goes on.
I'm going to take you there one day. We're going on that tiny train at Traeger Mills, and we can compare it with this
train.
We're going on this train to the middle of the lake.
extreme
train. We only have time to take the train to the end.
And we got to wait for the train to come back, so we're going to be stood there at the end here.
Nothing interesting. I mean, they're, you know...
Nice views, it's, you know, it's
You
picturesque.
get to see the old train tracks that they took the carts in to haul the salt out, but, you know, that's cool. Seen it. Bye. Do you hear that music in the background?
The peace and beauty of nature.
The music doesn't even fit. Like, why aren't we playing waterfall music or something naturey?
Yeah, like Celine Dion.
Oh, there's a boat.
There's a boat.
Never complete without some music, is it? Oh, there's loads of boats.
Boat hunter time.
Sneaky, sneaky. I just stepped on that boat.
Yes, I'm on the boat. Counts.
Boat hunter strikes.
I did it. I stood on that boat. Boat hunter. God, that music's annoying.
We had a grand idea.
Yeah, we thought we'd walk back and then we get to see it and
all the stuff along the way instead of just sitting there on the train.
really breathe in the salt.
Brrap.
Yeah. Sodium chloride.
Everyone looks at us like we're mad because of the light drizzle.
Oh, I'm recording.
So after a little while walking on the salt, boat hunter spots something new.
Look, another boat. And this one's also a bathroom.
Toilet boat?
Toilet boat?
Boat hunter is having a good day.
I'm gonna pee on your boat.
Ha ha ha. I'm on a boat. I'm gonna pee on your boat.
Boat hunter. Peace. So what was it like for you walking on the salt?
Well, I wore the right shoes, so it just felt like kind of crunchy.
The whole path was salt and some grit.
Yeah, and someone didn't wear closed shoes.
I went to a desert, I'm wearing sandals. Actually, canyon shoes.
You talk to the camera a minute. You want to say something to the camera?
We're walking back. The train probably is slower than we can walk faster, so we've opted to walk back, get some picturesque pictures.
And it's like the whole way the path's actually kind of pretty much made of salt. I mean, there's some stuff in there, but it's covered in salt.
Yeah, it's just salt, 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 salt.
Everywhere there's salt. Hello. Because I figure salt.
You didn't say to him, so fuck.
Yeah, that really gets Rachel's grill.
Every time. Pardon me, I just got told to put my mask on because I'm a foreigner. There's a guy right here that has no mask on. I just pulled mine down for a moment to breathe. Does that to me.
And we're in the wide open space.
Alone.
Literally, there's no one around. This guy walks like 25, 30 meters.
Just to tell me to put my mask up.
To tell us to put our mask up.
I really want to find some nice big salt crystal and taste it. Because I figure salt kills germs anyway. I'm not going to eat a ton of it. But I just want to see, is it just like normal salt?
You just want to lick it.
Yeah, just have a little salt lick.
You're like a horse.
Is it like, just like salt you put on the table? Because before it's refined, is it the same?
There's a salt beach.
Yeah. You really see like the big crystals here that are like this. I want to find a pretty clean bit though. This is a bit gritty. Oh, getting some more rain.
And this place was a gold mine for crap signs.
Seniors and children must be accompanied by adults.
Or was it children and OAPs should be accompanied by an adult?
Old people?
Old people are adults too. They can accompany themselves. Because there's no adult to anchor them down with their adult weight. Because as you get older, your bones dry out. You need the adults to be like wind anchors so no one's getting sucked off as you're walking down on a breezy day. Because it's a breezy lake.
Okay.
You might get sucked off. Hello.
I should point out here that when I say sucked off, I mean by the wind and not by any human agency.
Nobody says it like he says it like he means that.
No, I always say it when it's windy. I'm like, oh, I don't want to get sucked off by the wind.
I'm American. That's not how I hear it going down.
It's like the weather. It's quite a nice walk.
Yeah.
Because the air's so clear, I guess.
Okay, so I'm gonna have a go and taste some of the salt off the floor. It's fresh salt.
Had to try the salt, didn't he? Just had to.
So I spotted a nice big chunk here. See that? It's like proper. So gonna taste like, ready? It's pretty good. Solid.
Gross.
I felt brave doing it, and then afterwards I felt stupid.
Cause?
It's just salt.
It's just like salt. Oh, it's gritty.
It was gritty. There's crap in it. There's ugh.
It's just salt. Yeah.
You spit the grit out.
I don't know what it is.
It's like eating a
Little
watermelon. You just spit out the pips.
I swallowed
you know,
the pips.
the salt pips. Like you spit out the salt pips. Of course, you can buy salt there. Grit and all. It's still got its grit. Yeah, it's just salt. But it's really good salt. It's good because you can also use it in the bath. But yeah, we still got this bag of salt. It lasts for ages. Bargain.
There's some black cave things where you can see where the ice is like falling down. Or...
No, the salt.
At this point, I think the salt was getting
to his head.
It was getting in my head a bit because I kept getting it mixed up with snow and ice.
Yeah.
Salt, yeah, salt, sorry. It looks like ice. It's just so weird. It's like a frozen lake, but it's not frozen, it's ice.
Brain corrosion from the salt, that's what it... Temporary madness. Salt, ice. It's just salt.
It's the weirdest landscape to walk around in, isn't it?
It's great, though.
This is nice with the streaks, the sand. Now we're getting closer to the edge. can see the streaks where the sand's coming into the mix. Sure. Stay away from the lake.
Stay away from the lake.
Yeah, stay away from the lake. You drove us to the middle of the lake. Stay away from the lake.
It's a bit hard where...
You came here to see the lake, but stay away from it.
You drove us to the middle of it on a train. Look at the clouds on the mountains, where they hug it like that. It's nice.
Yeah, and those are actual mountains.
Mystic. Well, we're actually at like 3,000 meters above sea level, or above, so technically they've got a good head start before they even start climbing.
Yeah, stay away from the lake.
Stay away from the lake.
I love that. Stay away from the lake. Come visit, but stay away, but come visit.
You've got these cool stone, not stone, what is it? Salt carvings.
Have you ever been to a Chinese restaurant in America where they have a little statue of Buddha on the table and it's made of salt?
Oh!
That's what this reminded me of.
Oh, okay.
Because that's the thing. My mum, she always wants to take them home.
Like a whole other thing you can do with salt.
Guys, eat it.
Yeah, you can make a statue.
This was like an epic restaurant statue though. These were big statues.
So I guess it's like a sand castle, but like a salt
Salty sand
castle.
They were real big though, weren't they?
They were huge, yeah.
Although I did think, if it's raining, how often do they have to redo these statues?
Well, this salt statue's got some steps. But they're too small anyway.
So they say it's called the mirror of the sky. And like most bodies of still water, you can see a reflection of the sky.
I mean, the photoshopped photos look really cool. Maybe it would have looked different if the sun was out. The mirror of the sky. Pretty cloudy, gray and stuff. I mean,
I'm always skeptical about these travel photos. I always think there's...
That's because they wait till the most perfectest weather.
Definitely,
so if we had been there on the most perfectest weather.
And Photoshop, you can never trust a photo.
What about our video?
This is completely unedited. I ain't got time to do that stuff. Yeah, and by now, my footwear choice is really starting to hinder me.
I'm still okay.
Plus, we're in a rush. We've got to hurry.
We gotta go.
We've got to beat the train.
We got something else to see.
I'm running with bleeding feet right now.
Salt in the shoes.
Yeah, it's not like sandal terrain really, because it's spiky.
It kept getting up under my feet, up inside.
That's my top tip if you're going to visit Caka Lake.
Wear sneakers.
Get some socks or closed footwear.
I was smart. I brought an extra pair of shoes.
And wear closed shoes.
I never do any research, so I thought we were going to a desert. I figured everywhere around the desert would be semi-desert-y.
Stay away from the lake.
Stay away from the lake. Couldn't be closer to the lake.
So not only did we not have to pay this extra fee to get on this really slow train, but we got a nice walk back. We got to see a lot more things walking back, and we still beat the train. Huh?
Yeah, with my bleeding feet, we managed to beat the train. Brrap. Seriously, this was a magical place to visit. Honestly, the footage doesn't capture it fully. The mirror of the sky thing, that's fine. If you want to take photos, that's cool. But it's just the smell, the taste of the air, and just the whole landscape's just white and foamy and salty.
Not ice.
No. It wasn't.
Right, I guess I'll sum up the video.
Rachel got all these like hand lotions and face lotions.
Souvenirs.
And then you had this genius idea, because I'm like, it's a big box, that's filling up our suitcase.
At Caka Lake, there's a little post office, so I mailed it to myself. Brrap.
So we're almost back at the exit now.
Nice little walk.
I'd say, yeah, before I came here, I was thinking, well, we saw a lake yesterday. We see one lake, you've seen them all. And I know it was a salt lake, but I didn't realise it was that salty.
Yeah.
So it's actually well worth the experience, actually. It was pretty good to see. Interesting. And tasty.
That's all for this video. Join us next time.
For Zhongye Night Market?
Zhongye.
Zhongye.
Yeah.
Hey.